All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. Hopefully everything is okay. You can hear me. You can see it. Uh, a lot of going on. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. I will explain why. Pretty much the beginning of the day is gonna be very interesting. It's not gonna start out that okay. As long as you gonna have the abilities of comprehending the energies, understanding from within itself in there. Some of you is gonna be laughing about because you're gonna be finally understand some of the things that made sense. Why did that didn't happen? Why did the things that it was? Some of you is gonna laughing because Mercury is moving direct, and right now all of the things it start falling on its place that you could have not achieved it from before. Now, since Mercury is direct, proper communications, proper flows of energies, shifting, they're moving, they're going in a proper positions, and you seeing it within the energies, they're going to begin to flow. Okay, you see the positiveness, the possibility to agree. Okay, but there is going to be also the other side. There is no force without opposite force. Of course, of the gravity, that's how it goes. So there is no negative and positive, north and south. In order to magnetic field to exist, it's required to have two oppositions, opposite and they're each other, but they're one thing. Okay, till we get it and understand the portions of unions, and understanding this is going to take you a while. But as long as you take it, as long as you get it, that's all that is. All right, here what's going on. The moon, it's going to be going in towards Mars. And when it's going in towards Mars, she's going to be in divine energies that she's going to be adding into the divine energies to the sun. So imagine the authority receive all the informations, and in the base of the divine energies, it makes the call. Okay, that is going to be your challenge today. But that is going to be the times when the things that are going to start making a sense. So at 7 o'clock as the midheaven, it's at Libra, you're going to be looking at the relationship. What is it, this restrictions is? Why those contracts? Why those business contracts, friendshipness, relationships, and why is not working it right? And Saturn says, you need to look at your intuition. The moon, it is a trining with Saturn, very beautiful emotions, because you are processing emotions that has not been processed. You may be not processed since you birth. Okay, now you're processing those emotions. Now everything makes sense to you. All right, now you're understanding that unprocessed emotions leads to improper actions. So with this taking of energy at 8 o'clock, the ascendant, who is very close to the sun, is going to give you the visions of the energy that is going to come in. Just make a note in there. That's at 8 o'clock in the morning. Those energies not going to be available right now. Don't be like, oh yeah, I feel these energies and let's go, like the horse out of the stable. Nope, they're not ready yet. Okay, you're not there to start feeling those particular energies yet. It's only the ascendant it's getting it at this time. To giving you the visions, as I talking to you guys during that ascendant is a point of visions of things that should come towards you. You have an average between 4 till 5 hours to understand them and work with them. That is going to be one of those energies they're going to be meeting mid-heaven point. So with that energy, as you see it, the moon doesn't have any more of these divine energies here with the sun as the ascendant. It's going into a Capricorn, and a midheaven it's going with Scorpio. There is kind of divine energies with Jupiter. The growth that it has to be revised. Okay, you're revising why you're not growing, but you're also revising of understanding of why not growing. Okay, there was very good example in there. Are you working for the money? Because the money is gonna get you things, but the goal is not the money. The goal is the things that you want to get. It is the same thing of you understanding the purposes there of the energies in there. You need the car. It was very good expressions on this. I like that video. The guy said like you need the car to go from A to point B, but you need to buy a gas. Okay, so what is more important to you? It is the car or the gas in there. So you need to understand that your purpose is to go from A to B. So it's kind of like a challenging moment within the dualities of understanding the priorities the way it goes in there. Okay, because if you only have a gasoline, but you have no car, ain't going anywhere. If you only have a car, but with no gasoline, ain't going anywhere. But when you get to the boat, so you can see why is the purpose of you going to the point B, then you're realizing you need them both and you do everything to have them both. So you're going because you understood the purpose and the things that you need to do with that. So with that being said, here the ascendant that it said from Capricorn is a divine energies with Mars. Please don't acting inappropriately, don't think about inappropriately because a lot of pressure has been in Mars, a lot of pressure has been in the masculine energies. Stay in your peace. Right now, Mercury, it's telling you the right things to do. Listen it, follow it yourself, follow it the things. Cannot fix everything in the world that it's broken. You have to go ahead and revise before you challenge anything, including your own beliefs. So stay in tune because you're going to be receiving these messages. Those messages is going to be start coming in as the moon is getting the divine energies towards the sun. Right now, we have energies that are coming from Uranus and the moon. This is those divine moments in there where the intuition begins to give the divine aspects towards the authority. Now the authority takes from the universe. Can you imagine how beautiful that is inside of you? You finally look at it and you're accepting the authorities that it's coming in. If you are in a relationships, that is going to be a very beautiful moment of you understanding in the soul relationships that your relationship is meant to face challenges, is meant to face the fights, is meant to do all these things. So you can finally get it. It's for a divine purpose in there. It's not about you to make the ultimate sacrifice. It's about you to cooperate the energies in there. So with seeing it of those energies as the ascendant going into Pluto, you're gonna be changing those transformations. The midheaven is getting out of the underworld. Powerful energies going in towards the north node. Everything is coming into its place as the moon is gotta also trine with the midheaven and Neptune. You see that power, you see these energies, you're gonna be working with them. All right. Challenges. Yes, there's going to be some challenges. Challenges of belief system, challenges of philosophy, challenges of things. But every time when you go to these duality situations, I'm going to be talking to you guys, particularly Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, and Virgos in there. These dualities, energies that currently are, particularly that Jupiter is in Gemini right now, it is the friendliness within the subconscious that it's blocked by Saturn in there, and the inner work is kind of like, oh, I cannot do this. What can you not do? Oh, you cannot let it go of your versions, right? Because you want everything to be this energy of perfections, perfect friendship, perfect organizations, perfect other people to comply with you. Okay, that is one of the problems of Sagittarius, that when they go out there, they do the teachings and so forth and so forth. They're artists and so in there. The artists have a hard time understanding people who doesn't like their art. The writer doesn't understand why the people doesn't like their books, right? Because he thinks that he created all this beauty and now it's going to be available and everybody's going to like it, right? That's not the truth, right? Everyone has a different style and belief system. And this is going to be the challenge in there. But with that is going to come in what? leave everything in the hands of the universe. And this is what the authority is going to have a challenge, but this is going to be the authority when it's going to start to see the unseen, because there is a forces beyond our control. And that's what the universe does. And that the universe creates these sudden changes. And now, since the moon, it is understanding this, the moon collected all the informations and there, it's giving that divine energies towards the authorities like, yes, accept the divine, it's coming towards you. Here's what I found. Here's what I see the visions. Here what I saw with the North Node. So basically what the moon was passing into Pisces, moving into Aries, and she faced that opposition, and she faced Uranus, and she faced Jupiter, and after this full moon, now she's like, oh, I see where we have the conflict. We have to accept in the divine, and the conflicts are there to help us to grow. Now you see the unseen. So in the next hour at 1 o'clock, the energy, the ascendant, it's going to be at Aries. It's going to put these cardinal pressures in there. Particularly, we're talking about this square with the moon, this pressure. Is it the authority took everything right? Did I explain my, all this mothering worry? Did you did the right things? And that's going to be coming in from the ascendant and from a Chiron. Because if he kind of like say the things, but they're not it full, what's stopping you? If you kind of like saying the things, but that was not completed, and if you feel something is incomplete, please go ahead and complete it. Okay, the divine, the authority, the more information feed about the divine, the authority will take it, and they are going to be accepting it, and that's how you know you're in there. If the authority doesn't accept it, then there is going to be problems within you because you are stuck in there. Okay, you are stuck. Well, here is we are talking about 2 o'clock. You see it on your screen in there. That is this beautiful yacht that it's pointing out up here. That is the power when you unified the sudden changes, the improvements that Uranus does in the material world and Taurus, with the intuitions that it's coming in, working together within the authority. That is a meaning that you are combining, okay, the emotional intelligence of the moon, the power of the universe, of the world, combining with the philosophy and the spirituality. And here where it's going to be your challenge, your psyche. Okay, does your psyche can process that energy within your mind? And that is going to be the square with the North Node and the square from Neptune, who's going deep, deep, deep. Deep down within you, can you allow the divine to help you to live better life? What is your belief within the divine? And then the things can open up for you if you trust it. So with that energy in the next hour, we're gonna be seeing that midheaven is gonna be with Venus. Still, this Venus-Mars situations is trigger as the moon is opposing Pluto. Lack of the transformations. Lack of the transformations for the moon is gonna be that what I was saying earlier. Say the things in full. Change that. Okay, just change that, and don't have presumption. Oh, if I say maybe he's going to be acting like this, I'm just going to say what he would like to hear for the better. No, say the positive and the negative. That is how the whole picture, that's how the whole gravity is there. So as the ascendant is going to be at Jupiter in there, you're going to see this rising energies of the growth. You want to grow in there. Very powerful energy with Venus. You need to understand those two in a proper trine or sextile in there. They have immersive, just they're merging you in a growth within love. It's giving you to grow within the love. It's giving it to you. Okay? While if it's a Mars and Saturn there in a square or oppositions is in there, your masculine energies, your actions in there are not pretty well. Okay? So you have to see on your chart what this energies is, but currently use that energies to see, to foresee. It's kind of like, okay, I see this opportunity, let me explore it more. I see that opportunity, let me study it more. I see, let me check, maybe people did that. What challenges did they got? That's what Jupiter and Gemini is. Okay. All right, guys, I'm still a little bit under the weather, so if I'm talking to my nose, I'm sorry. But that's what it is. It is what it is. All right, next hour, 4 o'clock. Midheaven, it's at Aquarius, divine energies with the moon. Now this energy is gonna begin to be kind of like a transmuting two different ways. They're gonna be coming from Aquarius, okay? These innovations, they're gonna be downloaded into the moon. The moon is gonna be taking that intuition. It's gonna be telling to the authority within you, this is what they need to do. And then that energy from the sun is gonna be, and it's gonna be asking the universe, we need to make an adjustment. We need to make a change. Now the universe sees what needs to be changed. Here adjusting itself, sends you that information back. It says like, here authority, you need to look at that. Work with the intuitions so you can be able to achieve what the Aquarius energies are bringing it to you. You see that? That's how the energy of the gravity works. Okay, it's a portal between the two energies that come one aid in and one aid back, and you're able to understanding the journey. All right, next hour, 5 p.m. The ascendant is at Cancer, divine energies with Venus. Divine love has to be there. Okay, divine love has to be there. Mercury is very beautiful with that energy. Helps Venus to be okay with Mars. Jupiter is right there. It's helping with everything to be growing. And right now, the Pluto, that transformations within the North Node. Okay, pretty soon we are going to have shift. The North and the South Node, they're going to move. The North is going to go to Pisces, working on our subconscious patterns. And the South is going to be go at Virgo. So we are going to be look at it in the past, how we organize things, and whereas our subconscious was in there, and what do we need to do with this. It's going to be some interesting shift, okay? But it's coming. All right. Okay, 6 p.m. You're at home, right? You're at home. You're talking. You're communicating. Great energies there. The divine is coming in so strong towards the moon. Now the intuition is kind of like a speaking. If you weren't able to speak during the day, you're going back and you're talking. Okay, you're communicating. Your intuition knows how to navigate things. If you're still though living on your fears, unhealed patterns, you're gonna have some challenges with that. To talk, to speak, to communicate, to express, and so forth. You're going to be missing that powerful energies from the Uranus to the Sun to the Moon. They're going into the Aquarius. You're going to have the challenge in there. But Neptune is going to be able to help you to transform that. Because you're finally understanding that the silence doesn't solve problems. You have to hear things within the silence, but you need to speak up for the things that gotta happen. Very powerful next hour as well. That is going to be the energy of Mars that is coming there. Be mindful about the moon, the emotion that has not been processed for the new energies. Those are the people who does not accept the new ways of life, of energies, vibrations, and frequencies that it's out there. Okay, that is going to be the lack of transformations because he wasn't talk, he wasn't feel it. You don't feel right now. You feel that the release is there. People start talking more. They're more friendly, right? Why? What happened in there? Mercury turns retrograde, turns from retrograde, turns direct. So right now with all this retrograde Mars, we're actually not going to a war. We are right now talking about let's fix the things. Okay, let's fix the things. Let's lick our wounds and let's go and heal ourselves and heal the world. Yeah, but there is always a challenges, right? Mid-heaven, that's going to be at areas in there. That is it. The eternal war is, and the people who are not matured in that, they're going to have a challenge. Because like, oh, it's gotta be for me. It's gotta be that. We need some new beginning. It cannot be like this, you know. So for a lot of pressures that it's coming. This is asking for this cardinal changes in there. You saw that energy is coming out a few hours earlier when that ascendant was there at Aries. And now with that energy is putting pressures into Pluto, the lack of transformations, and going deep within the Aquarius, which is right now a lot of the people have issues. The only way right now Pluto is working right now is telling you, go to the North Node, go to yourself, go back into the beginning. What were you? You were a cell created from what? The eggs of your mom and the sperm from your dad. They came in and they created one cell. You need to even go back, see in there what are you carrying as information. So this is going to be some challenges because the authority is looking at like, what is this? What I have to deal with it. Okay, you have something to deal with in your point of origin. All right, with that port of origin that is come, Neptune in the North Node is going to be coming into kind of like a center of attentions where you need to be focused in the material world. But that inner work that is going to be a Taurus, it squares Venus. And right now it's like, well, I don't love this. I don't like this. Because it doesn't fit your agenda, right? But if you look at the grow and how you're going to be acting as a friend, that actually is going to help you out of this moment. Because when you grow from ego to a wise, as the ascendant is at Leo, guess what? We have these divine energies of the subconsciousness in there. And that's how the growth is done. Leo, the fifth element, the fifth house, child, growth. Authority is control of Leo, which is the sun. And that's what is important. These aspects, these divine aspects in there, from Leo towards Pisces, they are the wisdom that is coming to the subconscious. But at the same time, the gravity travels two ways. So the subconscious energies is giving you the wisdom. Everything goes two ways, guys, like this. But is your psyche is going to be understanding that. All right, next hour, 10 o'clock. The ascendant is going into Virgo. Of course, things has to be organized. Midheaven is going to be with Uranus. The divine energies are still flowing between the moon and the sun. You're expecting, respecting a lot of positive energies through communications. And a Mercury that goes there. But if you cannot organize, if you have limitations, as the ascendant in Virgo, it is opposing Saturn. Jupiter is squaring Saturn as well, and the ascendant is squaring Mercury, who is opposing midheaven. It's kind of like a sand clock situation. This is what I was saying earlier. Make sure you communicate everything. Not like you put in the leftovers and the people have to assume. Because when the people are assuming something, then they create the actions, they approve something, and later on it's like, it's not the right thing because I didn't say the whole thing. I want to buy a house, and there you go, you're buying a house. Well, I don't like this house, but I'm sorry, but I should have told you what kind of house I like. Example. You see, those are the kind of like the things that needs to be spoken. Okay. All right. 11 o'clock, midheaven is going to be with Jupiter. I was talking about these particular energies, particularly that ascendant is going to be at Virgo opposing Saturn. Limits. What is your limitations? You may not like the house that it is, but can you make it over of the house? Can you make the things? But if you are the house, can you make over on your own self? And that is going to leading to a proper healing. As the ascendant is divine energies with Chiron. Self-healing. Okay, I understand what it was. I understood it was my fault. I understood what is this. Now let's do it. Okay. So when you see this kind of like of energies in there, the authority, the divine authority is going to be very beautiful, very powerful. And as we are going to be waking up tomorrow morning, we are going to have the moon. It's going to be joining Mars. The mother that meets this child that is revising himself, apologizing itself, and there's going to be some very good wisdom with this. Okay? But be mindful about your emotions because that can turn into this negative energy that you have not changed. Negative energy of Venus, it's also there. So there's going to be, oh my God, there's going to be a lot of personal things that needs to be resolved. Okay? That's what this is. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Be loved, guys.